going to show you how to do keynotes in Revit. So we have, everyone's familiar with the keynotes under Annotate. There's in the ribbon something called Keynote here. We have three different types. Element Keynote is going to associate with objects in the model. Material Keynote is going to associate with materials that may exist on an object in the model. So here's the element, the keynote parameter here. It's ready to fill in with something, and then the material is going to be what this is built out of here. Material keynote gets stored in this location. There, right here. That's where it gets stored. But what we're actually here to do is talk about how to use them, and then there's one other keynote. It's going to be the user keynote. And this is a keynote that just gets stored upon itself. Revit makes you select something, which is kind of funny. But when I do so, I can pick any of these notes, and we'll just say general requirements, for example. I think that's a good one here. We'll hit OK, and then there it is. General requirements. Great. All right, so that's how you do keynotes. So you may ask, what else can I do with keynotes? Well, keynotes they're stored. There's two values. There's the text value. There's the ID value. If I change it to the box, you can see it brings the ID, which we were looking at. Or if you go to the text, it brings the text. I click here, and see there's the text, and this over here on the left, this key value is the ID. So that's what you're seeing here. And then your keynote, as you place them, it does populate, or you can schedule your keynotes and show both. So some offices, they'll just have the keynote value, the text, the tag, and then they'll have everything over here. That allows for, it kind of cleans up your drawings. It's a great tool, but while it's great, it is sort of limited. This right here, if I wanted to add a keynote, there's no way to add or search in here. So what I need to do is locate the keynote file, which Revit stores in a text note file. I'm going to go to your keynote. I'll show you under keynote settings. You can see there's a file location here. I'm going to go ahead and I can view it. Of course, that's what you've seen prior when we were adding keynotes earlier. Or I can browse to it, reload it. But if I want to actually open it and add a keynote, I need to take this keynote. I'm going to right click on it and edit in Notepad. You can use Excel, you can use Notepad++ or any word editing program, but you need to open up your third-party program. Right here I've opened up this my keynote file. You can see here it is. It has this one right now has everything's broken down into divisions. This is loosely based off of an add-in, CSI divisions from one of the specifications providers. So you have everything here. You have your keynote ID, you have a tab value, and then you have your text, which is here. So what you saw earlier, the ID, that's this. Ooh. That's up here. This is the ID. The key value is the ID. Then you have the text. That's this over here. That's going to be here under keynote text. So we have general requirements listed here. Then you're maybe wondering what is over here on the right. There's another tab after ID, text, and then there's a tab. Well, this is going to be what's collapsible. So if I go back to my keynotes, here settings, I can view it. That's how we're able to assign and create this it's called a tree. I'm able to locate where it's at by placing that value after my text in the keynote file. So anyways, if I wanted to add a new keynote, let's say I want to go here. I need to add a new keynote. I want to talk about, let's do one for, I definitely need to have one here. I want to make sure that we have a coat hook on this door here. So I want to do a keynote. I want to do, I don't have a family, so I want to do the user keynote because I just want to do an instance of it. I don't want to tie it to any element. I'm not trying to assign it to a material. I don't really have a keynote or a door coat hanger model here, so I want to do user keynote because it's just going to be a one-off and it's going to just kind of just exist on its own. So I'm pointing to where I want to locate the coat hanger. I want to located on the back of the leaf of this door. So now here I'm in my Keynote editor file. I need to find a coat hook. Maybe it might be under specialties here. If I'm looking for it, I want to keep looking. Where would it be? Let's see here. It could be under any of these toilet, bath, and laundry accessories maybe. Let's try one of these. So this is using the CSI divisions to kind of locate and give you an idea of where things are at. So that's helpful. And there might be a coat hook hanger in here, or there might not be. Let's just say I want to add one. So okay, that's great. I know where I want to go. I want to go into Division 10. So I'm going to go back to my specifications keynote while I have this open. I'm going to scroll down to Division 10, scrolling, Okay, here we go. Division 10, this is good. So we want to add a coat hook. Let's see where that wants to go here. Not here, we're getting close. Toilet, bath, here we go. Let's go ahead and add our coat hook in here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit return here. I want to add it in here. Now, one thing to note is I have to make sure this is a unique value, as to not override anything else in here. And we have a nomenclature. You're kind of doing alphanumeric as in the decimals. Maybe this one would actually be wanting to go after S. So yeah, let's try T. We'll do T00. I'm going to actually take this row and cut it because I think it wants to go down there. Here we go, yeah. I'm going to go here at the end of this. I'm going to hit Control V. Oh, and there's my new ID, Keynote ID. I'm going to hit the Tab button. That brings me to this Keynote text, and we're going to say door mounted coat hook, period. I want to be consistent with my punctuation, so I'm going to hit period. Now I need my delimiter or my grouping, so I'm going to hit tab again. That's my delimiter, and I'm just going to match above so it sorts with the other ones. 102800. Great. So now we have door mounted coat hook. So I'm going to hit file save. I'm happy with that note. Let's go ahead and close this. All right, so now we need to locate this. So I'm going to try to take my user keynote, and remember this is not tied to anything, not stored with anything. Locating Division 10. We're going to look for my door-mounted coat hook. Well, where is it? Oh no, you know what's happening here. I know what's happening. Well, first of all, we need to find the accessories here. Let's expand it, and of course there's no T.00 in here. Well, the one limitation of Revit's keynotes is we do need to go to our keynote menu. Since we've made a modification to the text note file, we need to go hit this reload button to reload. There it goes. And if there's some errors in our keynote file, we can just ignore them. That's okay. So hitting OK, OK. Great. Now I can expand this, and you'll see there's our keynote. I'm going to go ahead and pick it. Hit 102800.T00. There it is. Look at that. So there it is. Right now it's showing our text because we have the text one selected, but we can do the boxed if we want. And there it is. There's the keynote that we made. There's the keynote ID that we've assigned. Now we can access this, and you'll notice it schedules, which is great. There's our door-mounted coat hook. I'm not sure where this general requirements is. Maybe, let's see. Where did it go? Oh yeah, that was from earlier when we were playing around with keynotes. Okay, delete that one. We don't need that. We just literally wanted to do this one here. So we have our coat hooks. So that's how you use keynotes in a nutshell. But if you're interested, keynotes may be cumbersome. There are some limitations and some frustrations with it. Please stick around. I'm going to show you an easier way.
Introducing Smart Keynotes. Smart Keynotes gives you an AI-powered assistant to help write, refine, and standardize your annotations instantly. No more digging, no more retyping, no more friction. Just a clean, intuitive workflow that keeps up with your design thinking. Because because keynotes shouldn't slow you down. They should move with you. AI isn't replacing designers, but designers using AI are replacing those who don't. Take control of your tools. Work smart.